Hey Ventees! We're back at it again with a new format. We are going to dive right into the confusing world of dating. Today, we're helping the fellas to decode her signals 5 signs that she is into you. Because let's be real, sometimes trying to figure out if a woman is feeling you is like trying to understand ancient hieroglyphics. Get ready to laugh, learn, and maybe even spit out your drink a little. No judgment here. We're about to break down those subtle hints. Know when to pick up what she's putting down so you can finally figure out if she's just being nice or if she's actually trying to slide into your DMs. I mean, life. Alright, fellas, let's start with the basics. Eye contact. I'm talking about that look, that lingering gaze that says, I see you, and I might be interested. Now, I'm not talking about the quick glance you get while waiting in line for coffee. I'm talking about sustained eye contact. The kind that makes you feel like you're the only 2 people in the room. And ladies, don't even try to play coy with this one. You know exactly what I'm talking about. It's that look you give a guy when you're trying to send a telepathic message that says, come over here and shoot your shot. Ladies, you know you do it. Don't try to play. But let me give you an example, because, you know, I'm all about keeping it real. So, there was this one time, back in the day, when I was at this event, right? And I spotted this fine specimen of a man from across the room. I'm talking tall, dark, and handsome, with a smile that could light up a city. Now back then, I was painfully shy, so I did what any self-respecting woman would do. I deployed my secret weapon, eye contact. I'm talking full-on laser-focused eye contact with a little eyebrow raise for good measure. And let me tell you, it worked like a charm. The brother was at my side faster than you could say happy hour. Now, I'm not saying that eye contact alone means she wants to jump your bones, but it's definitely a good sign that she's at least open to the possibility of getting to know you on a deeper level. So, pay attention to those eyes, gentlemen. They might just be the window to her soul, or at least a sneak peek into her dating life. Because when a woman locks eyes with you and holds that gaze, she's trying to tell you something. And trust me, you don't want to miss this message. It could be the start of something beautiful, or at the very least, a really great conversation. You heard it here first, folks. Eyes don't lie, and neither does Vent 365. Okay, so maybe eye contact isn't really your thing. I get it. Some of us are better at expressing ourselves physically, right? So let's talk about touch. And no, I'm not talking about anything inappropriate. I'm talking about those subtle, fleeting touches that send shivers down your spine. Maybe she brushes her hand against yours when you're walking side by side. Or perhaps she playfully punches your arm when you make a funny joke. These little gestures might seem insignificant, but trust me, they speak volumes. So yeah, pay attention to those touches, fellas. Because when a woman finds excuses to touch you, even in the most fleeting of ways, she's definitely trying to tell you something. And who knows, it might just be the beginning of something amazing. Touch, the language of love that speaks louder than words. Okay, let's get real for a second. When you meet someone you're interested in, you want to know everything about them, right? Their hopes, their dreams, their favorite flavor of ice cream. It's only natural. So, if she's showering you with questions, digging deeper than just surface-level small talk, it's a good sign she's genuinely interested in getting to know you better. And I'm not just talking about the basic, what do you do? Or, where are you from? Questions. I'm talking about those questions that show she's actually listening, that she's paying attention to the little details you share. Like, remember that time you mentioned you were thinking about taking a class? And then, out of the blue, she asks you how it's going. Or that memory you shared about your childhood pet, and she refers to that memory in a later conversation. These are the signs, my friends, that she's not just making conversation. She's invested. She's curious. She wants to know what makes you tick. Now, I'm not saying that every woman who asks you a few questions is head over heels in love with you, but if she's consistently engaging in meaningful conversations, asking follow-up questions, and genuinely seeming interested in your responses, it's a pretty strong indicator that she sees you as more than just a friend. All right, listen up, fellas, because this next signal is all about decoding the art of playful teasing. You know what I'm talking about. That back and forth banter, the lighthearted jabs, the jokes that make you both laugh. It's like a dance, a delicate balance between friendly jokes and flirty innuendo. Now, I'm not talking about mean-spirited insults or anything that makes you feel uncomfortable. We're talking about the kind of teasing that's playful, the kind that makes your stomach flutter and leaves you wanting more. It's her way of keeping things interesting, of letting you know she's got her eye on you. Think about it. When you're genuinely comfortable with someone, you can joke around with them, right? You can dish it out and you can take it. It's a sign of trust, of familiarity, of a connection that goes beyond the surface level. So, if she's constantly teasing you, making fun of your terrible taste in music, or playfully challenging your opinions, don't freak out. She's not trying to offend you. In fact, it's quite the opposite. She's flirting. She's engaging with you on a deeper level, trying to create a spark. We've all been guilty of forgetting a name or two, right? It happens. But when it comes to someone we're interested in, suddenly we transform into memory ninjas, remembering the smallest details about their lives. And trust me, women are no different. In fact, we might even be worse. We notice everything.
So if she remembers that you hate cilantro, even though you only mentioned it once in passing, that's not a coincidence. That's her paying attention, her filing away every little detail about you because she genuinely cares.
Or how about this? Remember that time you told her about your big presentation at work? And then a week later, she follows up to see how it went? That's not her being nosy. That's her showing genuine interest in your life, in your successes and your struggles.
And let's not forget about birthdays. Now, I'm not saying she needs to throw you a surprise party or anything, but if she remembers your birthday without the help of Facebook and maybe even gets you a small gift, that speaks volumes. It means she's been thinking about you, that she cares about making you feel special.
So, guys, pay attention to those little details. Because when a woman remembers the things that are important to you, even the seemingly insignificant ones, it's a clear sign that you've made an impact, that you're more than just a passing thought. So there you have it, fellas. 5 surefire signs that she might be feeling you. Now, I'm not saying that every woman who exhibits these behaviors is ready to jump into a relationship, but if you're picking up on these signals, it's definitely a green light to shoot your shot. Remember, fellas, the most important thing is to be confident, be yourself, and most importantly, be respectful. If she's not reciprocating your feelings, don't take it personally. There are plenty of other fish in the sea. But if she is feeling you, well, then you're in for a wild ride. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss an episode. And be sure to follow us on Instagram and TikTok for even more hilarious content and behind-the-scenes shenanigans. Until next time, bye for now.